Welcome to my podcast. I'm Amy. I'm excited to be here today, and we're going to be talking about the power of your people, the power of your tribe, the power of the jet fuel and the rocket behind your dreams is your people. Who do you take counsel from? Who do you listen to? Who do you pour into? Life is always meant to be you're pouring out and giving in one area, and you're pulling and trying to reach to another level while pulling someone else up, right? It's this give and take, give and take, give and take all the way. And so today I want to talk about just the people in your life. And I want you to take a stock, take inventory, because in my mind, wealth, like I can look at people that have financial, they might have great financial resources available to them, but maybe they have no personal life. Maybe they don't have anyone around them that really loves them and cares for them. So to me, wealth and prosperity, they're wholeness words. Prosperity is a wholeness word, right? Nothing missing, nothing broken, everything included. And so when I look at wealth, to me, part of your greatest wealth, the greatest joy you have in this life is probably people. Think about it. Your greatest agony, your greatest pain, your greatest joy all revolve around people, don't they? They do. People are what move the needle. People are what makes this life enjoyable, even painful, right? But it makes this life worth living. It's all about other people. It's about human beings. It's about our ability to connect with another human being and have a real conversation, right? That's the joy in this life. And I've had the opportunity over the last couple of days to just sit down and to be, more intentional on having conversations with people, um, and literally I walk away and I think, man, my life looks so different because that person's in my life. What would I do without this person? And they say the greatest medicine on earth is what happens when a human being connects with another human being. It elicits all kinds of endorphins and everything. To feel heard and feel connected to a really good conversation brings so much health and healing. And I can say for myself that that is true. How many can say that you had a conversation and you could say of the conversation, they saved me by talking? I used to have a friend who is in heaven now, and she always used to say, "Amy, you saved me by talking." And how many times has that been the case? Guys, we're in a world where everything is so disconnected. We are more connected ever than ever, right? We are connected on every level. We know all the news across the world. We are connected globally all the time, but we are so disconnected as a human race. They say that loneliness, people, I just was with someone today and they said that at the university, when they do like intake reports and questionnaires, do you struggle with loneliness? Do you struggle with anxiety? And 75% of all incoming students say they struggle with anxiety and loneliness. Guys, there's a recent study that came out that said like 82% of all adults during the holiday season would say they feel extreme loneliness. And on a normal time frame, I think it's like 68 or 69% say they feel lonely. Guys, we are as connected as ever, but we're not. We're disconnected. And so my challenge to you today is walking into 2023 is how can you sit in the seat of an observer in someone's life and start to pour into them and actually start to see what's going on? I'm in a class right now. And I would say I'm in a class because I'm in sales, right? And because I have a desire to leave an impact on this earth that requires better communication from me. And so I'm taking a class basically on communications, and it's how to build rapport with people. And to build rapport with people, I thought, well, that sounds salesy. And I don't like sales. I love a good salesperson, but I don't like to be sold. And I don't think anyone likes to be sold. But to build rapport with someone, to come into rapport quickly, to be able to make a deposit, to be able to make access, to be able to have a meaningful conversation, that's a huge gift. And that's a skill. It's a skill that a lot of people don't possess. And so I want to hone that craft. I'm a continual learner. I want to hone that craft. I want to sharpen my skills in that area. If it gives me the ability to make an impact in another human being's life, I want to do it. Right. So in the process of that, they're doing things where you literally walk into a room and you can you spend about 60 seconds just in the seat of the observer. Watch their mannerisms, watch their energy level, watch their smile, watch their facial expressions, literally so you can understand quickly in that quick time frame. Guys, 60 seconds can tell you a lot about somebody. Start to try it. It's kind of a good experiment to try. If you want to mix things up a bit. But they literally, you can literally really get a beat on someone quickly in a 60-second period. And when you go in there and you start to kind of mirror what you're seeing, you automatically remove skepticism. You remove walls. Isn't that cool? I mean, you're like, well, Amy, that's just sales. No, it's not. Isn't our goal in life to connect with a human, another human being, and have clear communication and move the needle in our lives? It is. So I've been working on that. But as I've been working on it, the conversations that I've had, I walk away from them like, wow, I feel so blessed to have had that conversation. I feel so enriched to have had that conversation. And my conversations are going to a much deeper level, much quicker. And I'm the person that doesn't really like surface conversation. I can do that a little bit, but I'm like, okay, let's have a real conversation, or I don't want to waste my time doing it. I'm just not into it. But my real reason for that is I want to know, are you okay? If I'm sitting with you, spending time with you, are you okay? Are you good? Right. And so I talk to my team all the time about when people float across your mind, check in on them. And so we're living in a time, guys, that we need to be checking in on people. They float across your mind, reach out to them. You never know what that hug, that word of encouragement, what all of that means to someone else's life. Just because it doesn't mean anything to you, you have no idea the impact you just created in another human being. And I can tell you that the trajectory of my life has changed so many times by having the right people in it. Someone to come alongside and say, "Amy, you can do this." I'll never forget this. I was about 13 years in real estate and maybe longer than that. And a friend of mine who I had been working with said, "Amy, I think that you need to have your own company." And he kept painting a picture for me what that would look like, and I just did not see it. I just was like, "No, no, no." I was filled with, "I don't wanna do that. I don't wanna do that. I don't wanna do that." I was just in the grind of my own life, and I couldn't see the forest through the trees, and it didn't seem like it would be interesting to me. But he kept painting a picture, and I go back and I think, I remember a day that he sat at my desk and began to paint a picture for me with real honesty, and he began to paint what my future looked like. And I made a decision that day that forever changed the trajectory of our business because I decided, hey, that is the direction I'm going to head. I am going to do that. That person, that was just a normal day to them. They didn't think anything of it, but it changed me. Another, I got a phone call from someone and said, Amy, I can change your life. I can change so many things for you. And I said, I don't need you to change it in that way. I need a coach. I need help. And they said, oh, I got the perfect person. And they connected me to a coach. That person literally in 3 weeks transformed things. Do you see how people are the biggest assets you have in your life? They're the biggest assets. There's the greatest joys in your life and the biggest pain points, right? They're the greatest assets. And if you can really start to see what kind of assets you have in your life, take stock. And now how wealthy are you? Your bank account might not be overflowing, but what do your relationships look like? Because that's your wealth projector, right? What do your relationships look like? They say that your finances are basically the sum total of the 5 people you hang around with the most, right? And I can tell you in the industry that I'm in, like I every few years have to change the room that I'm in to change our trajectory. Right? If we want to continue in a growth pattern, I have to keep putting myself out there and get into uncomfortable situations and going to new levels with different people that make me uncomfortable, that make me intimidated, that have conversations with me that make me uncomfortable, that make me intimidated, but they push my vision because we get landlocked, guys. We get landlocked in all of our conversations that seem so average and so natural. We need that person to come into our life that propels us forward, that casts vision, that shows us a different way, or that shows us the possibilities. So my message today is twofold on the gift of people. You being a gift to other people and being sensitive to their needs and being a connector to people and recognizing, you know, stepping in and showing care and concern when they cross your mind. And then also that you would start to ask, I'm a prayer person, so I am always asking the Lord to bring the right people to my life. And I'm always saying that I'm in the right place at the right time to meet the right people because people are the key to your future. People are the key to your future. People are the key to your growth and your future. Your next chapter is connected to another person. Your next chapter is connected to you meeting somebody else. Your next chapter is so tied to relationship. Relationship is the biggest key to people having success or not having success. Sometimes people get critical of me in in our real estate market because I go out a lot I go to other parts of the country all the time just to learn about real estate in other parts of the country. How are people doing it? What are they doing differently? How are they managing this? And I bring it back. And I can tell you it has brought us to a different level. I think differently than most people think. But it's because I've been very intentional about exposing myself to people that think differently. And the results have been very evident in our market. But it's because I push, 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 push for exposure to other people, to other minds. And guess what I found? The more successful the people are, the more willing they are to literally open their hand and share their keys of success, what it took for them to reach out and what it took for them. They're so happy and so willing to share with you their steps. They're so honored that you're asking for their help. Guys, I'm telling you, the more successful people I meet, I cannot believe how willing they are to sit down and tell you, this is how I did it step by step. Guys, so again, I'm going back to people are really the wealth in your life. They're the game changers in your life. And so even over January, even over 2023, my thought would be to you two things. Be intentional about who your people are. And when you're in a room, what people are doing. They cross your brain, connect with them. Pursue relationships that intimidate you. Yep. Pursue relationships that intimidate you. I'll say it again. Pursue them. Pursue relationships that make you uncomfortable. Pursue relationships that even kind of buffet you a bit. Like you kind of don't even necessarily like there's something about it, it just kind of bugs you. Because maybe they're in an elevated situation and they've accomplished more and it makes you feel funny. Yeah, those relationships, pursue those, right? Because guess what happens? Those thought patterns, those action patterns, those disciplines start to translate to you in your life. I can't tell you again, you are the sum total of the five people you take most counsel from and you hang out with. Your lives look very similar. So, do you like where they're at? Because it's kind of where you're at. If you don't like it, shift. If you don't like it, step out and reach out and ask someone to coffee, ask them to lunch, ask them to hop on a Zoom with you, ask them to do something, connect with them across the country. And I guarantee your life will change. Your life will change determined around the people. I sat there today, I thought it's so simple. People are everything. People are literally everything. They're everything. And so celebrate your people, love your people, acknowledge your people, encourage your people. Be intentional about creating a relationship with your people. Check in with your people, but also keep reaching for new people. If you have a desire for growth, if you have a desire to continue on, it's going to require different thoughts because different people see you in different ways. I'll never forget this. Um, and I think that this is true. I had always gotten my hair cut by somebody and I had gone to them for like 20 years. And I just kept having this feeling like they see me all the time the exact same way and they keep cutting my hair the exact same way. It's how they see me. And I can't get out of it. It's just the same thing over and over and over on some level. And so I went to somebody else for a consult and just said, "What do you think?" They saw something different, right? And I'm like, "Oh, I hadn't seen that." Guys, different people see different giftings in you. And when you're hanging around all the same people all the time, your giftings start to be really neutralized in their mind. There's a verse in the Bible that says that a prophet is without honor in its own hometown, right? Because you're just normal. I'm just Amy, right? I'm Amy. And you can people in this market might not see the same giftings in you as people in another market that are distanced from you a bit, that are outside observers. So it's so critical that you have people that are above you successfully. They literally can speak into your life. They can see things in you. They can encourage things in you that you don't see in yourself, and the people hanging around you don't see it either. Right? It's so critical to have those people in your life. And if you say, Amy, that sounds all well and good. I just don't have that. Again, I'm a God person. Ask him. Ask him to bring the people. Ask him to bring the people into your life. And because I'm a person that believes in declarations and the power of our words, I'm always this way. I'm at the right place at the right time to meet the right people. And I'm in the right mindset to meet the right people, right? I'm at the right place at the right time to meet the right people. And I continually every day say that everybody that I need to come into my life for me to fulfill all that I'm on this earth to fulfill are coming. They're coming to my life from the north, the south, the east, the west. They're coming. You might say, Amy, you sound crazy. Well, so be it. I know that life and death are in the power of your tongue and that literally you have creative power over your life. So, what are you broadcasting? I'm broadcasting. I'm looking for the right people. I'm looking for more people. I'm looking for more engagement. I'm looking for more opportunity, right? That's where it's set. And every morning I'm setting that. Every morning I'm walking and talking. The right people are coming to my life, the right chapters, the right doors. Things are opening, right? The right doors are opening. The right people are coming. The right provision is coming. Everything I need, I'm equipped with. So I just need the right people to help me fulfill it. Guys, if you'll take that attitude in your life and you'll start to embrace those things, the right people are coming to your life that have the right provision, right? You're completely equipped on the inside with everything you need to be equipped with. You are equipped to fulfill all that you're on this earth to fulfill. However, you do need the right people to come into your life. And so the gift again is in the people. So I'm always calling them forth from the north, the south, the east, the west. Make that a practice that the Lord brings the right people to your life, everybody assigned to help you fulfill your dreams, your goals, and your purpose. And I guarantee you're going to be amazed at the doors that open up for you and the people that pop into your life, the access that's granted to you just by continually confessing those things. Because here's what I know: as you keep confessing those things, it's like that radar goes out there and you start looking for them. You start looking here, you start looking there, another opportunity opens up there. You walk forward in that and it continues to unfold. Remember, it's your step by step, action by action, maybe a boring day after another boring day of complete just taking dull, mundane, active steps will lead to a future that is unimaginable, but it's all connected to people. It's all connected to people. So ask the Lord to bring the right people to your life, the right people, because they're out there. They're out there and they're looking for this opportunity. They're looking, they're called, they're assigned. So keep asking, keep speaking it, and keep declaring, I'm at the right place at the right time to meet all the right people. All the right people. So 2023, we're coming from you. We're coming for you. And remember this: you are more. You're created for more, but you truly, you are more.